Hi, Patty here. Welcome to my channel, Patty's Art Journals. This video is going to be the sequel to my quote journal that was my last video. And it ran a bit long, so I decided to cut them in two different videos. So let's get started and I'll show you how I put this page together. See you in a bit. Okay, so the next page. So time to get all the usual suspects. So the first, like I said before, first thing I do is get out the paper. Try to cover up. So I tried really hard. So last night I went through and did as much erasing as I could. I'm thinking I did not get to the erasing on this for some reason. Either that or I just couldn't get it off of there. So I tried to clean these up and peel off as much of the old as I could, just because I wanted to have a nice, start from scratch. And yeah, it wasn't as successful as I'd hoped. See, now this blue is really throws me. So I'm going to try to get some of that over here a little bit. I love this paper. I wish that I could get it a little more cleaned up. But this kind of has a little bit of this crafty color in it. So I'm thinking that it's going to help blend, and if I could find something to put over here that'll bring that blue over, maybe it'll have a cohesive look. So I'm going to definitely go with this little guy. And what I've been trying to do is, if you can see this line where this other old paper kind of butted up against, I'm trying to kind of reenact that kind of, or try to cover as much as I can and get the paper on there to where it's kind of, making something old new again. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. Now there's a lot of paper going on over here. So I'm thinking that I'm not gonna necessarily want to cover all of that up. I'm just gonna try to work with it as much as possible, because I really like those two pieces. So put away the paper, and the next thing I usually get a hold of, at least for this journal, is the flowers. Because I've got so many pieces of, a lot of times I've been pulling a lot of the paper off, but with this particular one see, now it's got the blue in it, so I'm thinking that maybe some of these kinds of flowers might be nice over here. So what I do is I'll place a couple of flowers, and then if I have to, I'll put a little piece of paper there, something small, or stamps or ephemera or something like that. So I'm going to try to find more of those and see if I can get that look. Here's another one. I was doing different flowers on each page when I first started these, but I'm kind of debating mirroring. I'm starting to debate using these over here. That's the reason why I'm going through all of these. Oh, look at, there's another one. I just love that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set those aside, because I definitely want to use those soon. Those are super cute. Now see this one right here? I'm thinking if I did something over here with that, it would I like that. Sometimes things just kind of jump at you. Yeah, close enough. It's a junk journal, for goodness sakes. Let's not get too organized about it. I'm not sure why this sewing machine is doing something for me today, but I just feel like I need to try to use it somehow. Like, look, something like that, because this has got patterns in it. It just looks homey. This looks like really super homey to me. So I'm like thinking, wouldn't that be fun to Make it a little more homey. So I still have a lot of, I think mostly this is just kind of this doily's a little bit on the torn up side. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that. I think I'm really going to just kind of concentrate on covering this up. I think it's actually ready for a journaling card. Now what I want to, now I'm thinking about like getting the card that'll work over here and then building it up from there. Usually I kind of try to get a little more on there, but okay, so what happened here with this was I noticed that this was one of those flowers that I'd cut off the edge of the page when I cut it out of the scrapbook paper, and so I wanted that to be at the edge here because I'm kind of, you know, picky about stuff like that. And also this wasn't covering enough of the old kind of yuckiness that I had pulled off of there. So it kind of changed things up for me. I had to make some different decisions, but I'm really liking that, the way that is. And I'm thinking that, and I really actually didn't even notice that I had all these wonderful little polka dots here, so I could get, you know, kind of balance that out a little bit. I might have to get some polka dots down around this. I really like this because I like the reds kind of like balancing everything. So I'm thinking that maybe a circle underneath that one would work, you know, something along the lines. I think I have enough florals though. Oh, Oh, that's kind of cute. I think I like that. Because if it's got a circle, yeah, I think I'm just going to go with it. I'd love to overthink it, but let's just get it on there and see how it works out. Because I usually don't, I try not to shove things together so closely like that, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to be open-minded. There we are. Okay, that's very flowery, isn't it? It's kind of a little bit, I feel, a little bit out of balance because we've got, you know, we're doing this thing right here. But that's why I kept these out in case I felt like that's a lot of that, isn't it? You know, to kind of, that's a little bit too much. Try to do something, but I might be able to fix that whole configuration with stamps, because that's usually my last bit that I do, is I try to get some stamps going. I've had this one floating around forever. I'm wondering if maybe it finally is going to find a home. See how that red is like balancing a little bit? I'm loving it. So that puppy's going there. This stamp has needed a home for so many years. I can't even deal with it. So here. That's pretty awesome. I'm happy about that. I don't like covering up that little faux tape spot, but you know, you can't have everything. So I'm thinking another one here, maybe one up here, because see, I've got that. The Queen. London, look at that. See, London, 2nd October, 1975. I usually, you know, the fact that that's so old just makes my heart sing. I'm really thinking outside the box on these stamps, I think. See, I like the way this is kind of like this oldie kind of thing. So if I could find one more little who's it's for there, I'll be in business. I just have to find the right color. Normally I don't do little bits like this, but this page seemed a bit boring to me. I just felt like it needed a little something. It's not much, but I need to use some of this stuff up, and I thought, I just felt like it wasn't busy enough. Crazy as that sounds. So, sun came out, so here's the little rose I just put on there, just because it's fun to use that stuff up. Now I've got to do the pencil, so time to clean the desk. I know a lot of people like that stuff to kind of pop over the top, and I kind of do too, but sometimes it catches on stuff and then it tears off. So, all right, so there you are. I'm going to have to call it quits on this one. Hopefully I'll try to do another one again soon. Maybe my memory journal next time, so we'll see how that works out. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, coming and visiting with me and sharing some time. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask in the comments below, and I'll be, I've yet to forget to answer a question, so chances are I don't get that many, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to keep up. But thanks again. Visit my my blog, pattyradish.com. I'm on Instagram. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be on Facebook. Not a huge fan of that. So, but if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'd really appreciate it if you did. And have a great weekend, or the rest of your week, depending on when you pop in and watch this video. Thanks again. See you later. Bye.